We got people stopping by. Yeah, I'm gonna hear it right now. We've had people in and out all day. They gotta pay money to go on the trip on our favorite rocket ship. So, where we going? Oh, the song's already going. So, can I hear me? Yeah. Yeah. Hey guys. Hey. Dude, that beard is thick.
Yeah, we got an AP with us today.
Kind of concerning. It's like a homeless person hijacking a computer.
No, that's basically what my buddy. He was one of the and I was like, "Bud, can I use your computer like for an hour?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." I'm like, "Do you have Skype?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Okay, I can do this." I clutched. I clutched. I feel so homeless right now. I have a backpack full of shit. I have a whole bunch of alcohol downstairs, and I'm sleeping in someone else's bed. I am so homeless right now.
Like,
Fuck you do. Oh yeah, and I'm also bumming food anywhere I can.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Yo.
With AP of all people.
Yeah, I clutched it out, guys. I managed to pull this one.
But yeah, welcome to Nerd Nation, everybody, where we scour the internet for the latest gaming, tech, entertainment, and science news, so you don't have to. I'm Hanyu, as usual. Joining me is AP and Ash with the also as usual absent Beardy. Say hello, everybody. How you guys doing?
Hello, everybody. Hey, Dr. Nick.
So what have you guys been up to this week?
I'm not dying.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, the university that AP goes to had a shooting threat made against it.
Everything. My God, it was stupid. So
you want to go into detail about it?
Yeah, so basically, like, last week we got a threat, like someone written on the wall and all that shit. So everyone's like, ooh, yeah, big deal. And then apparently something else happened where they were like, well, this is a little more serious. So they canceled all of our classes for a week. I mean, we've had shooting threats in the past, and we didn't do shit about it. So
yeah, but with so many going around nowadays,
yeah,
though, you kind of want to start taking that stuff seriously.
So when they canceled classes, we were like, okay, something's up. And then somewhere we heard a rumor that they were going after all the Greek fraternities and sororities, and I am in a fraternity. So they evacuated all of our towers and a couple others, and you could either go off campus to a friend's house, which is where I'm at, or go to another tower on campus. So yeah, they evacuated that and pretty much closed down campus, except for a few things. So yeah, we had the FBI and anti-terrorism task force there.
That's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, man, it's legit.
Yeah,
it's frat as fuck.
What games have you been playing? We both have been playing the same game though, so.
I mean, before I got evac'd, I played a little, whatchamacallit, Darksiders.
Yeah, you were telling me that. Oh, that's what you were streaming before the evacuation. But the game I'm talking about is Star Wars Battlefront.
It's dope.
Yes, it is.
If you don't have it, get the beta. It's beta only, so.
Yeah, get the beta. It's free. I believe it's on available everywhere right now.
Yeah.
I actually recorded some, and the first episode of which should be going live on my channel before the end of this podcast. So, If you want to check that out, go for it. Unfortunately, he doesn't have his recording stuff with him. He
I
doesn't
don't
have
have
his
anything.
computer.
I'm bumming a buddy's laptop right now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But so you've been doing some pretty cool stuff, I hear, with that beta, though.
Dude, yeah, they were playing it next door on Xbox One, and they just no scoped Luke Skywalker or and whatever one of the
Yeah.
fucking dudes, and I don't know, it was just hype as fuck, and they came running in here like, oh shit,
The game's
so
beautiful. The
it
game,
looks good.
and we actually have some Star Wars news coming up in the gaming section of the show. But Ashley, how about you? What have you been up to?
Just busy as always,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
streaming.
other than being busy, you have at work and stuff like that.
It's so crazy. I'm just like, I don't know. It's literally driving me insane. I'm trying to like just not give a fuck, but it's really hard.
You're reaching the point where it's like, can I be demoted and can I have my regular job back, please?
Yeah, like I don't know. It's just dealing with people. Like it's not like it's hard, but it's just like dealing with people who don't like are either just dumb, I guess, for lack
You
of a
were
better
saying that
word,
they
or don't.
basically gave you a mock promotion, sort of, but in reality, it's just you're doing the same thing you were doing, but for two different locations.
Well, no, it's not the same thing that I was doing. Like it's totally different in the sense that like I don't know. I'm just basically rebuilding like this new office from the ground up and like, new policies, procedures, everyone's being retrained, all that stuff. But the executive there isn't really on board. She's very stubborn. And like our CEO's like, look, I put these people here, like it's my team to help you guys, and you're not accepting that. So she's probably gonna be fired really soon, low key. But
Low key.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean everyone kind of knows it but her. But
Yeah.
Don't tell her.
would it be
I'm,
some shit if like they found out what I do and then they watch this?
She's in chat right now, boy.
Fuck.
like,
But
sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Give me your job.
I don't know that I'd want
All
it.
right.
It's just too much.
So I can't. Unfortunately, I don't remember my Twitch login, so I'm fucked there.
But, yeah, I've been doing some Twitch streaming a lot lately. I've streamed a lot of stuff from Metal Gear Solid to Mad Max to Minecraft to Final Fantasy VII to Pokemon to
Yeah, I saw
all
the
the
fucking.
way all the way to freaking Mega Man and just recently Dot Hack. So I've been everywhere, all over the board with my Twitch streaming.
Yeah, I
Oh
tuned in for your
goodness.
Minecraft.
It's been a bit nuts, and once I get done with my introductory episodes to Battlefront, I'll also be streaming that.
That'd be dope.
For sure.
But yeah, so everybody's doing all right.
For the
We
most
and
part,
everything like that. Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
Hey, you're fine. You're alive.
I
No
am.
complaints.
Let's hope I can make it through this weekend.
Yeah.
And
All right. Well, I say let's get started.
all right, guys. So, gaming news. We got there's been a lot of charity going on over the summer and so far, and this one player made a Sartora Iwata amiibo. It's a custom amiibo, and
In
it's on
honor
eBay.
of the dead president of Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but last week, Game Ads announced it has raised over £500,000 for children charities.
Games
And
Aid.
what I say?
Game ads.
Ah, whatever.
Games Aid raised £500,000 for children's charities.
Yeah. And during the summer, SGDQ raised over $1 million for Doctors Without Borders. So that's thug right there. That's
Yeah.
pretty
That's
thug.
legit.
And if you want the custom Iwata amiibo, it is on eBay, I believe. Yes. And it's the auction's already over. Actually, it sold for $1,900,
Oh.
Hot damn, John.
and
Hot
all
damn.
proceeds are going to Child's Play charity.
That's awesome.
That's fat.
So yeah, gamers have been doing good this summer and fall so far.
They're really good fundraisers. I'll say that, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, shit, man. They make hella money and give it back. Or at least try to.
Yeah. Well,
Gamer
especially
game.
when you have and you can create such like a community, and like a lot of them are like really strong.
Yeah.
Hey,
So you've got so much backing.
I'm just saying, Hitler created community. Look where that got him.
Well, he wasn't trying to, be positive with his
It's a
following.
positive
So
Hey,
community.
hey, you don't
yeah.
know what some of these streamers want to do, boy.
I mean, yeah, you're right. There are
Well,
some people, but
yes, the whole
I'm
SWAT.
gonna stream
We
video
we've
let
talked
them take
about
over.
stuff like this in the past, actually, with the whole swatting thing. If you guys remember that.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I hate that. That's the dumbest shit I've heard.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And there's actually been punishments handed out for that too, which is another topic we talked about. People getting jail time for it. So,
well, I mean, yeah, they should.
so it's a serious thing.
Yeah, boy.
Have a positive community,
Die
or
trying.
just don't do it.
But next up on the gaming news, we got Burnout Spiritual Successor coming from fuck, big word, damn.
Criterion Games founders.
Yeah. So these thugs are making another Burnout, but it's not under the same name.
Because EA still owns the rights to it, and since they left Criterion to start their own studio, they have to. It's kind of like trying to think of an example. I know there's one out there. Oh, Banjo. The people who left
Banjo
Rare,
Kazooie,
Banjo Kazooie. They're making Yuka and Lele or Ukulele or whatever.
ukulele, bruh. Um, yeah, that'll be fun. I still play that Burnout Paradise.
Oh, and another one actually is the person who made Mega Man left Capcom and is making Mighty Number 9.
Snipe, bruh.
I assume you can hear them.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay though.
it was
I'll
fun.
see if I can.
MPT.
They're getting hype over there. And speaking of that, they are playing Battlefront. So up next is Star Wars Battlefront will not have any microtransactions in its final release.
It's a bit of a big deal
Kind of a big deal. Come on.
It's not
because
a
we were talking about this before the show. A
Yeah.
lot of big games, like for instance,
COD.
Destiny just recently got microtransactions.
Any
for,
Call of Duty.
Yeah, Call of
Let's
Duty.
be honest here.
Starting with Black Ops 1 or 2
No.
had
Yeah.
microtransactions, and
Technically, wait, isn't DLC microtransactions?
no,
Okay.
DLC is actual content. Microtransactions is stuff that you pay for, like skins or special items and stuff like that, and stuff like that. But if it's like maps and that type of content, that's not. I wouldn't say that's microtransactions.
Yeah, I would agree with Hellsong. He says, or she, microtransactions have killed a few too many games. It's such, yeah, exactly. Like, it's
And
such a bummer.
And we're also talking about this too, saying that one of the most guilty games of microtransactions is one of AP's favorite games, which is
I have
Counter Strike.
so much money lost in that game. It's so stupid. It's like, oh, only $2 to open a case. 20 cases later, you still come out with like a 19 cent skin.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, I just wasted all this shit.
And you were telling me about how one of your buddies spent how much on a knife?
Okay, so knives at least this is all cosmetics. They don't do anything for the game. It's all cosmetics. So he spent about like $150 just for the knife skin. But he worked the system and got that shit up to a $400 knife. So he did good. But
He
still,
spent.
he gained $300. That's all I'm saying.
Still, though. He needs to find somebody to buy that shit so that he can make his money back.
True, but he ain't gonna. That's not
It,
gonna happen.
see, this is what I don't get. Counter Strike is probably the worst offender for this type of stuff
It's so bad.
because there are skins. Keep in mind, none of this affects gameplay whatsoever. It's just pretty to look at.
Yeah,
There are skins out there that are worth thousands of dollars.
the Dragon Lore.
Yeah,
Dragon Lore, one of the newer skins that came out. It's worth like
for that
2,400. It's like 2,400, boy.
that's batshit crazy right there.
Oh yeah.
And the funny thing is, people actually buy them for that much.
Oh yeah.
Dragon Lore. Yeah, this guy says it's $2,000. So I mean, that's at least. They're dope though. I want a Dragon Lore.
And then, I mean, it's not like it's not as bad. Nothing's as bad as Counter Strike, at least not right now, when it comes to microtransaction stuff
Lol.
that doesn't affect
Lol.
actual gameplay. But Destiny has like custom, well, not custom, but new emotes that you can buy for your character now.
Bruh.
And then you obviously Call of Duty has the skins for the weapons and
League of
the
Legends,
player
bud.
skins.
I'm telling you.
League of Legends, though, that's a different
It's
type of
skins. No, no,
microtransactions.
no. You buy
Yes, you can buy
skins.
skins, but you also buy heroes.
Yeah, but that's like two different things. The skins cost way more than CS:GO skins, but I'm just saying, boy.
Well, the skins have a
I put
set
them.
price that are set by Riot. The skins
Yeah, their
in Counter
economy.
Strike,
Oh
they're set
yeah.
the skins in Counter Strike. The price is set by
Supply
the
and demand, bud.
players. Because
Some economy.
anybody can go buy a skin for a hero in League of Legends just like that. Set price, it's in the marketplace. That's it. But
So,
if you go to Counter Strike, you have to go to the player marketplace where the players set the price, and you could be paying thousands of dollars for a skin that doesn't do anything.
yep. I just bought a Dragon King. It's like $5, but it's dope.
But I mean, yeah, there's a
Hold up.
definite difference.
Hold up. Here's a curveball on the. Here's a wrench in the chain. So, some of the skins they are stat tracked, which track how many kills you get. So,
Yeah, but
I
most
mean,
of them
it
do
does
that now,
something. It
though.
does something, boy. It's not just
It doesn't
cosmetic.
actually do anything in game though.
You gotta check how many kills you get,
It
boy.
doesn't affect
Like, look at
gameplay
this. I
though.
got 16 kills. Ooh, kill him.
It doesn't affect actual gameplay though.
Ah.
Anyway, let's move on.
PS4 is dropping the price in North America for their shit.
Yes.
So sorry for saying, when was this released? Says sorry
This
for saying tomorrow. You can pick up the consoles for a new price of $349.99 US dollars. That's 429.99 Canadian dollars. Um, so and that also is going for their bundle packages.
yes.
The Uncharted bundle package is $400 US
That's the
dollars.
current price, but the
Yeah.
new price will be 350.
So basically, it looks like everything's dropping down at least like what, $30, 30 bucks.
It depends on what the bundle is because the Call of Duty
Call of Duty
the
Black
Black
Ops
Ops.
is $20 down.
Yeah,
It's dropping to 429.99. Limited
from
edition Destiny.
449. Yeah,
Yeah. Limited for Destiny is dropping from 450 down to 400.
that's Disney, not Destiny.
Oh, whoops. Where's Destiny? Do they not have a Destiny?
No, it's
Shit,
not
they're
listed.
bitches. Whatever, Disney one. Fuck it.
From 449 to 399.
Yeah. Star Wars
The
Battlefront.
Battlefront one, 450 to 400. Then the regular Battlefront edition is going from 400 to 350, and the NHL is going from 450 to 430.
Who the fuck buys NHL bundle? Sorry.
It's a Canada only bundle.
Okay, I was about to say
You
who
silly Canadians.
who. I'm sorry. It's not big where I'm from. One of the dudes that live who's in this
It's
house.
actually a little big where I'm at. Actually,
Yeah, the
they
more
like
north you
hockey
go.
in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they like it in Chicago. They like it in Minnesota. They like it in Wisconsin. My got a buddy from Kenosha. He loves that
They're
shit.
starting to like it more in California. I've noticed too.
Do you know what they like it a lot down in Florida? I don't know why.
Really?
No, not really.
I was
That
about to
was a
say,
joke.
what the? That's like a really weird.
In
Yeah.
Hawaii, they just dig that shit.
They like going they like going to the hockey games because it's cooler in there than it is
Yeah,
outside.
really.
I don't know.
But anyway, moving on. I believe that was it for gaming news.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is it. And yes, they do have a kill count in the blade or on the side of the weapon itself. Um,
It doesn't actually affect gameplay though, and we're talking about stuff that's
boy,
cosmetic
boy,
versus
I'm
gameplay.
answering this question. They asked, doesn't it actually have a kill count marked on the skin? I said yes, yes. Boy, listen, read. Don't make me get the
Hmm.
hands out.
Not boy.
Boy, listen,
Boy.
boy. With your Abraham Lincoln beard, where's your top at, John? You and your Turtle
What's
Beaches,
wrong
you
with
look like
I
you're
can't
16,
hear?
get ready to
This
call
isn't. These
out
aren't
something.
turtle beaches.
Boy, listen, you're about to go yell at some kids on Call of Duty saying, I fucked your mom or some shit. Boy, listen.
I have turtle beaches. These ain't turtle beaches.
Oh my God.
Boy.
Anyway, moving on. There was a big Microsoft event this week, which led to the announce of a lot of different products and projects.
Yes.
Including the new Microsoft Band, which is it's basically a fitness band smartwatch thing for Microsoft.
My bear's named Jimmy. That's great. Sorry.
The new HoloLens Project X-Ray, which allows you to place objects, augmented reality objects, in around that become things when you're actually wearing the HoloLens. The new Lumia phones, the Lumia 950 and 950 XL. They're basically Galaxy 6 and 6 XL. Let's be honest here. Continuum, which is actually something pretty cool if you actually have a Windows phone. And let's be honest, who has a Windows phone? That basically lets you use your desktop remotely using your phone.
That's kind of cool.
It's basically a second screen for your desktop.
That'd be dope. Put chat on that shit. Be twitching. Ooh, kill him. Sorry.
That's pretty much
Brainstorming here, but
what we would use it for. Yeah, so. But you know what? That's also what the Twitch app's for.
I don't. I deleted it off my phone. I never use it.
I rarely use it too, but
Multi-monitor setup.
yeah, I need a second screen.
Oh,
Not gonna lie, I need a second screen.
It's my ish, boy.
Um, the next is the Surface Pro 4. Obviously, it's an update from Surface Pro 3. Said it's over 50% of Surface 3 users regularly use the stylus. In response, Microsoft has made available new pen tips, different feel. Yeah. Then you actually have Microsoft is making a competitor to Apple's MacBook, and
Ha
it's the Surface Book.
ha.
And believe it or not, the specs actually leaning
Better.
towards, yeah, definitely better.
My boys. Kill them.
So Microsoft is actually taking on Apple directly with this. There's different variations of configurations, which we will get to in the next article, which goes in more in depth with the Mac with the. You know, people are going to start calling it the microbook or something like that, right? Or just because it's opposite the MacBook, it's the Microsoft book. It's not They're not going to call it the Surface Book. And why? I just want to say that's just a weird name for it. Anybody else agree with that?
What?
The Surface Book.
Yeah, it's kind
Mm,
of Hako Taco, but
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
whatevs.
So there's going to be multiple versions. $1,500 version, $1,700 version, and a $1,900 version. Let's see. Starting off with the and even more expensive. There's the $2,500 version, which has an i7 with a 15-inch Retina screen with non-integrated. Each of these actually have dedicated graphics cards, which is very impressive. So they each have though interestingly enough, they went with a Radeon for the most expensive one, and yet all the other ones have integrated GeForce cards. I mean, dedicated GeForce cards. So that's a little weird, isn't it?
Huh.
But yeah, so they have 8 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of RAM, a whole bunch of different specs for them. And honestly, from what I'm seeing in the spec wise, this could give Apple a run for its money when it comes to in the laptop department.
Well, we'll see.
Especially since Microsoft products are usually a bit cheaper compared to a Mac. You
I
know.
think like everything is.
Oh no! That I was wrong. They're comparing it to the MacBook Pro, which has the Radeon chip in it for 2,500. But for 1,900, you get the Surface Pro with a slightly smaller screen powered by the Intel i5 with a dedicated GeForce. Other configurations: i7 with 256 gigabyte storage, 8 gigs of RAM, and dedicated GPU for 2,100. So actually, you could get a competing for say the MacBook Pro for 2,500. It has an i7 15-inch screen and a Radeon R9 M370X with 2 gigabytes graphical memory. Compare that to for 2,100, you can get an i7 processor with 256 hard drive and 8 gigs of RAM and a dedicated GPU. We don't know the specs of the GPU yet, though.
Gotcha.
And you can pay more for double the RAM, double the hard drive for 2,700. So for $600 more, and most likely it also comes with an upgraded GPU. Anyway, moving on to the. This is actually rather big. They say that they're still going to be allow Havok to be used universally, but Microsoft has bought the Havok physics engine from Intel. And basically, if you've started up a game anywhere in the last over a decade, you've seen that Havok symbol pop up. And unless you're playing a Valve game. Actually, you know what? I think even Valve uses Havok. So it's a pretty big deal when this gets bought by Microsoft. But at the same time, Microsoft. Here's the official word from Microsoft. Microsoft has provided an official comment on numerous subjects, including that Havok will not be limited to Microsoft exclusively. We will continue to license Havok's technology to the broad AAA game industry, a representative has been quoted saying. This also means that we will continue to license Havok's technology to run across various game consoles, including Sony and Nintendo. On the subject that Microsoft paid for the acquisition, we were told we are not discussing financial details at the time. Finally, Microsoft said we are working closely with the team at Havok to ensure a smooth transition, but have nothing further to announce at this time. Pretty diplomatic answer, but at the same time, it's good to know that they're not hoarding it for themselves, considering how widely used Havok's engine is. Physics engine is. That was a lot to say.
That
Anyway.
was a lot.
Next up is so we've made cost estimates on the VR headsets before, but you know we've never actually did a cost guess on how much the HoloLens would be. So this is saying that HoloLens will be $3,000 for developers next year.
My God.
Keep in
Affordable.
mind, keep in mind the difference between the HoloLens and other VR headsets. The other VR headsets attach to your computer. The HoloLens is a computer. So
Uh,
you have this has its own processors, its own GPUs, its own RAM, its own motherboard, its own everything. This is a completely separate entity from your computer as compared to the say the HTC Vive, the Oculus Rift, and all this other type of stuff, which connects to your computer. So price wise, once you get that, once you start understanding that, it's not that bad. It's like paying for a really high end computer.
yeah, my computer is like worth 1,500.
My
Um,
computer, I bought my computer for 1,200. So,
I wouldn't be doing that.
but keep in mind this is for the developer edition. Obviously, they'll probably work out a lower price point for when the
The real
actual
Yeah.
shit comes out,
yeah,
boy.
for when the consumer edition comes out. But hey, you know what? That means developers will be getting their hands on this as soon as next year, which means we'll be probably seeing a lot of stuff for HoloLens starting the year next year and the year after.
Have you heard of Lighthouse? It's called. It's you got like some like two Wii nunchucks or some shit, and you got your goggles, okay?
Yeah,
And you got like all these nipples on the goggles, and they track where you are, and same with the nunchucks. And you got like a box up there and a box back there, so no matter where you're facing, it's always like it knows where the goggles are, and it's like third. It's cool.
that's
Watch.
pretty cool.
Huh.
I saw it on Rocket Jump,
Excuse me.
the Freddie Wong channel, Rocket Jump, because they're developing their own game and shit.
That's
I thought
cool.
it was pretty tight.
All right, next up is this. We're just going to briefly touch on this, but the UN is throwing its weight behind 14 tech startups taking on humanity's biggest issues. Now, the startups actually haven't been announced yet, but the issues that these tech startups will be tackling include no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality
GG.
education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industry innovation and infrastructure, reduced inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below water, life on land, and peace, justice, and strong institutions. And
Uh,
finally, partnerships for the goals.
that's a fat list. Like, that's a lot. Is
Yeah,
that to do list?
these are the main issues that these 14 tech startups are going to be tackling.
What's the ETA? Yeah, ETA on this shit.
We should start hearing the about this tech startups within the next week or so.
Okay. Shit, boy. Yeah, better get cracking. That's gonna be a while.
Yeah, but I mean, if they're backed by the UN, that means they'll have good funding to work on their
Oh,
work on their things. Next up is new ultra fast swimming drones or tiny ocean explorers, and these are actually pretty cool. The ones we've seen so far are actually are attached to cables, so they can only go as far as the cable will let them. But these things can be used to explore like small caves underwater and stuff like that, as well as just scanning the oceans and stuff like that for sea life and probably like gauging plankton levels and stuff like that. You know, general oceanography stuff. And then the next Robo news is this. I don't know how I feel about this, and I want your guys' opinion on this.
Another
Sharp
one
is
of
going to
these.
sell this little robot as a smartphone. You keep it in your pocket. It's cute as all hell, but at the same time, it's a little creepy.
Exterminate.
I want chat's opinion on this as well, so I'm going to share this with chat. And tell me what you guys think about this. It's this cute little robot. It's got a phone. It's got eyes and arms and
Oh
legs, and
wow, that little dude.
it's got a camera on his forehead, and it's just
What's it being sold for?
they
Just
they, they want to use it as a smartphone. They want to
smartphone.
sell it as a smartphone, and
Oh.
I don't
How
know.
how do you talk on that?
You see
Hey,
in the GIF how
I
how it
don't.
goes into like smartphone mode. It like extends its arms and
Like,
legs, and you like talk into it as you're holding it up. It's weird.
That is very weird.
I'll wait for this shit to load, boy. Wi-Fi, right?
Oh, and apparently it has a projector on it too, so it can project
That's pretty tight.
maps and stuff onto a surface, and you can use it to watch movies and videos, and if you just set it on your coffee table.
I just feel like it's like
All,
alive.
all I bet. All I'm gonna say is I better not see this thing running around my house at night.
Can you imagine? Oh my god.
Dude, this is creepy, but it's cool.
Yeah, very weird, very creepy, but very interesting.
You can leave me out, man.
My
You know.
Yeah,
pet cell phone.
Hellsong says kill it with fire, and Shadow agrees with it.
Hold on, guys. Let me make a call. That would be like no, you couldn't be taken seriously. That's like
It's like something
some
you'd buy
like
your little kid or something like that.
yeah.
It's
It's
like it's like kid's first smartphone. Or
or it's like those like have you seen like the phone cases where it's just big cat face
yeah,
with
Yeah.
it's
that
like
with the
something like
ears?
that.
Like you can't put that shit in your pocket. You kidding me?
I like how in the picture it's all guys, people wearing suits and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
no.
it just hanging out of its suit pocket.
Going for a ride.
I mean, he's like kind of cute though. He can be like your little friend.
He's cute, yeah, I'll agree with that. But at the same time, it's like,
Bruh.
oh, it's just really weird.
What is? Do they have pricing for it yet?
I don't believe so. Let's see. Do they have anything about this? Um, it it's called Robohone.
What? Dude, that's a great name.
It's
Sounds weird as shit.
it's a combination of the Japanese words for robot and smartphone, and
Oh my
it's
god.
pronounced Robohone.
It's gonna be pink and it's gonna be with some anime on it. Fact.
It says
That's
it acts as a
Yeah, I can
phone,
see that.
alarm clock, email, text message, secretary, camera, and movie and image projector, personal assistant, taxi hailer, and a
Well, yeah,
lot
with the
more.
arms.
He's 7.75. He's 7.5 inches tall. Weighs weighs 13.5 ounces, just short of a pound. And and it recognizes your face as if this didn't get even as if this
Really?
couldn't get even creepier.
I think it's cute. It would be fun to have, but I just don't see it as practical. Like who? Like I
no,
don't.
it's not
Yeah,
practical. It's a
It's
little kid
not.
thing.
it's
But here,
it's a kid's phone
it
basically.
it it
Yeah,
said
but
it's
it's
an
not gonna
alarm
be like.
clock. Hold on, it said it's
Yeah,
an alarm clock.
can you
So
imagine sitting that thing next on the nightstand next to
what
you?
I'm thinking, it's like gonna crawl into your bed and
Recognizing
just
your
like
face all
Just
night.
staring at you, watching you sleep the whole night.
wake up.
I'd put a bowl or something over the top of it. Like, does RoboHone come with a RoboHone lampshade? Because I'd very much like to have him not watch
Little
me as I
handcuffs.
sleep.
Fucking hell song. What's that? You ran out of minutes? Teeth to your face.
It's
Taking it
just
to the
stupid.
executive branch meeting. Oh my god.
Yeah. CEO pulled out their robo home phone.
Uh, that's just creepy.
Imagine Obama with that shit, making calls.
This is the perfect.
Wait. This just got even creepier. They said
No,
it
bro.
can. They says it can walk and talk.
No.
What?
No, that's
Oh,
weird.
where is this?
uh,
That's. I mean,
Space Odyssey 2001. Boy. Fucking. Hello, Dave.
I
They
picture it
wanted to
like
be
swinging
fun.
its arms
They wanted to be
out.
fun and engaging.
Yeah, so
Humans
did the
will
Terminator,
interact with those
bud.
machines more. Just
Someone said,
no. Can I like take the legs off it when I sleep?
And the
Legs and
arm.
arms. Just like
Well,
remove the legs and arms. That way it can't move around while I'm sleeping.
I'm fine with just a phone.
Yeah, me too. No robo horn for me.
like it's cute, but like I already have a hard time with my phone case, and it's not even that,
I mean, people
So
drop this shit all the
It's
time.
cute, but
It's
it's creepy as all
can you imagine when
hell.
you drop Robophone and he like yells at you or something?
Like, hey,
bitch.
be careful.
There,
Like,
can you turn on explicitories?
Oh, that'd be so funny.
uh,
Goddamn! What the fuck?
you just see people tossing Robohone on their bed all day just to hear it cuss.
Give it different languages like Ebonics or some shit.
Have it speak pirate all day.
Hey, mate. Yeah, I got a call.
That would be funny.
All right, next up is Little Bits is a kit for kids that lets them build fully functional gadgets.
Nice.
Yeah.
Creativity.
Hasn't that been a thing?
Well, there's more adult versions of this stuff where that's
Ooh.
you actually have to
Ooh.
know programming and you actually have to know this type of stuff. This is more easily it's snapped together parts and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
It's little bits and it's got little tiny things and then instructions and they give you like a manual and like you don't have to know jack shit, but you can like build stuff and
Yeah,
Like mom.
compared to the stuff that you could get from Radio Shack, which is all this open source stuff that lets you build a whole bunch of stuff. But for that type of stuff, you actually need to know programming and actually
yeah.
know how things are put together and stuff like that.
Just read them the ABCs of coding, bud. You're fine.
ABC's of coding.
Next up is this was a couple weeks ago. We didn't do an episode a couple weeks ago, but Facebook announced that they were finally going to be putting out a dislike button.
Ho ho!
I'll be disliking bitches all the time.
But now they're kind of reneging on it, but at the same time not. It's Facebook is testing 6 new reaction emojis instead of a single dislike button.
Either way, I want to wait. Like, let me hate on somebody.
Yes, please.
Because but honestly, I think that they still need a dislike because the only options so that for their reaction things are like, love, haha, yay,
Hold up.
wow, sad, and angry.
Wait, this is on Facebook?
Yes.
I didn't know that I could
Like if
do
someone
that.
makes a post, you can see all this shit?
So I can say that
It's not implemented yet. It's
Okay.
currently in testing.
It's about to
But
say, fuck
I
that.
don't like that though.
But so, but you know how it does kind of clarify a lot of things because you know when somebody posts a sad status like someone passed away and stuff like that, you don't really want to like it because it's like there's a whole meme about it. Not sure if if liking status means I like what happened or if I show or if I'm showing support for the
Yes,
person.
right? It's
Well,
like, I just lost my dad today. Like, it's like, what the heck? No.
about fucking done.
So now you can like it, but you can attach like a sad reaction to it.
I guess, but couldn't we already do that with emojis?
Well,
Yeah. I mean, I could
this kind
always
of
just say fuck
this kind
you
of
on the
takes away the
comment,
point.
Or
but
like just type
You
a
don't
sad
need
face?
to comment to clarify your
type,
like. This you can.
Asterisk,
This
sad
is
face,
actually an
asterisk.
alternate to the like
Hashtag
button.
sad.
It will if you like. I think it says if you were to hold down the like button, you'd get the option to choose your reaction. And
But if I
so,
like it accidentally, I'm gonna look like a dick because I don't want to like it.
That's true.
yeah,
Like there's people out there that need to just get a big face full of don't put this shit on Facebook and
I
yeah,
totally agree with that statement
yeah.
100. Because people put shit on there, it's like, hello, this is Facebook, not your
no,
dial.
not my aunt is so bad at this, and I would dislike her shit.
Going to the
Like
bathroom today.
no, it's like I'm
Okay.
out at B Dubs today. Next tomorrow, I'm out at B Dubs again. Ooh, I'm at a baseball game now. Ooh,
Yeah,
look, I got a bug
it was
bite.
the same thing when
Oh
Twitter
shit,
first
it's real.
launched. They tweeted everything, like going to the bathroom, doing.
Hell, I'll do that
I'm
right
taking a
now.
shower. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. It's like we do not
Selfie
need the
in the shower.
play-by-play. Please stop.
See, like, those don't really bother me so much, was because I can just, like, scroll past it and I'm like, whatever. But I hate when people put, like, big old posts and it's about, like, their life and how, like, either sad or depressed they are. And it's like, now I'm reading it because it's such a big post. And it's like, I mean, I don't want to sound like a dick, but I don't fucking care. Like, don't
What
put
what
that
I
stuff on the internet.
what I absolutely hate
That's
about
why
Facebook.
I say, in addition to these six emoji, the love, haha, yay, wow, sad, angry, and the regular like, they still need the dislike.
How about this one? The whole Facebook timeline is not a timeline. It's just random shit now. Like if
Yeah.
I'm scrolling, I'm like, oh, this is pretty good, and then I accidentally refresh my page. It's like, okay, I can't find where all my where I left off. Scrolling Facebook because
Because
it's
of
all
the
just
way
randomized.
they, like,
Yeah.
it's,
They
I don't
bent
know.
over and took it from
It's
the man because they
weird.
wanted some money. They just got fucked.
I don't know. I mean, we could go
More
on forever.
popular stuff makes it to the top of the timeline.
I don't fucking know that. I don't
Yeah, it's
care about
like
popular
when
stuff.
they do it, or like how many comments or how many likes or whatever it gets, and it's fucking weird. There's no like real order. It's just
I hate it. I'd rather just have like actual timeline.
I
Well,
never
that's
fucking
why they don't even call it the timeline anymore. They call it your news feed.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. I don't like
it's not
that.
news.
It's not.
It's
It's
Facebook
not.
news.
Like
It's
it's fucking
it's
stupid.
Twitter. It's Twitter,
It's
Reddit, and
fucking
YouTube
fun,
reblogs.
right? Stupid shit.
Yeah.
There. Like that's what that is.
They I hate that too. Everyone's like, "Did you see the Facebook post?" I'm like, "Bruh, that was on YouTube like a month ago." Like,
That Facebook post is buried under a decade's worth of trash now in the last 5 minutes.
look, go on Reddit, try to find that page. Like, you won't because it's long gone now.
Unless you're looking for something someone specifically posted, then you can go to their wall and find
Yeah,
it. But if you're like, "Hey, did you see that post some random person made?" And I'm like, "No."
nope, not John. I ain't got that. Facebook.
Just stop.
Yeah.
No more Facebook.
All right, that does it for tech news. We still need a dislike button. I like the reaction emojis just because of the fact that it gives you actually context. Like we were saying earlier, if like someone posts something sad, hey, you can actually say that's sad.
Or maybe we should just
Yeah.
keep it simple and have a fucking like and dislike, and if you want to comment why or make another emoji, whatever.
Well, see, I feel like it should be upvote and downvote, like
Well,
Reddit.
see, now we're getting too much like
Yeah.
Reddit. I mean, Reddit and Facebook's already a lot like Reddit, but we don't need it to be exactly like Reddit.
MySpace. MySpace.
Everyone just go back to
But
MySpace.
Yep. All right, we're calling it. Everybody, go back to MySpace.
what's
We're
worse,
all abandoning Facebook.
in one of my media classes, my professor was like, "What's the most number one way people communicate now?" And I was like, "I don't know, Twitter, Facebook." And my teacher was like, "No, MySpace." And the whole class was like, "No, for a fact, no. I do not believe anything this teacher says." But like, she
Actually,
was
there
like,
is still a lot of people that use MySpace. Believe it or not.
"I would not believe it."
But
No,
that
I mean, yeah,
happened
I believe there's
here.
still
They
people
never want to
using
go
it, but
like,
not as much
yeah.
as Facebook and Twitter.
No, not
Yep.
as much as Facebook and Twitter, but there's still a significant amount of people that still use it. It's
Yeah.
still relevant. It's not as relevant as Facebook and Twitter anymore, but it's still relevant in the tech space.
I want to know what's going to be the next Facebook. So there was MySpace, and then there's Facebook. So what's after Facebook?
I don't know, man.
Twitter, considering Twitter's trying
I
to
don't
become
think
Facebook.
so. I don't see.
MySpace over Facebook, bye. But let's just move on. Move
All
on.
right, science
My
news.
MySpace wins because because Facebook doesn't have Tom. Anybody here remember Tom? He's your
I
first
never had a
friend
MySpace.
he's your first
Yeah,
friend
let me
on MySpace.
stop. Anyway,
Entertainment news. You're skipping over a segment.
oh yeah. No.
Um, this doesn't really. This isn't really much big news for entertainment news, but it's still interesting. Saw and Furious 7 director is going to be producing the new MacGyver series. That's right, the resurrecting MacGyver.
Sweet.
Anybody here even know what MacGyver is?
Yep, I know MacGyver. No, I'm not too interested. I'm sorry, man.
It's an interesting fact. It's just something I thought we should mention, and there's not too much actually deep entertainment news. All right, moving on. Daniel Craig said he would rather kill himself than do another Bond movie,
Holy crap.
and he says the only reason he would do the next Bond movie is for the money, because apparently he does not want to do another Bond movie like really badly.
Oh, my
He's
God.
like, please find another Bond.
Yeah.
Now that was his initial reaction. He then later asked. He was then asked again, and he provided a more diplomatic answer. And he stressed that he needs a good long vacation before even considering coming back to the role of James Bond.
Hmm.
Makes you wonder what the fuck happened on on Spectre that made him have that kind of reaction.
I mean, it's his third, fourth one. Third, fourth. Nightfall was third,
Yeah.
and then Daybreak or something like that, and then just
No, he
Casino
did.
Royale.
He did. Cause he did. Never mind. Just moving on. I know this, but the
Yeah.
last two he did was Skyfall and Casino Royale, I believe.
I know those two for show. This is that. I think this is four.
I think
Sure.
this is his fourth one.
Oh,
Woo.
Sounds like
someone
someone did
stepped on a
something fun.
dog.
I don't know.
Now this next one I'm happy about because I liked the original cartoon that was in the 2000s. Cartoon Network has ousted the fact that there's probably going to be a new Justice League cartoon next fall.
Yes, I heard about this. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope.
So that's a big deal for me anyway, because if it's good, please let it be good. Please don't fuck it up.
That's always the thing with like these resurrections or
Yeah.
whatever, like
I feel like that's the
cool,
most common
but
phrase now.
resurrection.
No. The most common phrase is "Please let it be good. Don't let it
Oh.
be shit."
Yeah. Please
Like,
don't fuck it
'cause
up.
That's all it is nowadays. Oh, they're bringing this back. Let it be good, please.
Please let it be good. But hey, you know what? They've been doing a good job. To be fair, a lot of the remakes have been good. There have been a few shit. There has been a few that have been shit. But honestly, a lot of these reboots and remakes have been good. I mean, Mad Max. There's one, for instance, right there. It was fucking awesome.
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet either, but it's been
I haven't seen it, but it's great.
everybody I talk to says it's the best damn movie, like that they've seen for that year.
Huh.
That's one of the best damn movies of the year. Next up is Neil deGrasse Tyson praising The Martian for getting crucial science right.
I don't know what that
And
is,
so,
though.
I mean, the Martian is one of those movies which we all want to go see. At least me and Ashley
I
want to
don't.
go see it. Chris, I'm not sure if Chris has seen it or not.
I haven't heard of it.
It's a really
Really?
big science flick, sci-fi
It's supposed to be
flick,
like
and it's
documentary
really
esque,
good.
or like
Yeah,
No, don't think
what's the
so.
plot? Like,
guy gets stranded on Mars after we send people to Mars.
Yeah, he's announced dead, like some shit happened, and then he's really not. So now it's like, oh shit, should we go back and get him? I don't know if we want to fund this trip, but it takes a long time to get there.
But yeah, so Neil deGrasse Tyson, one of our personal favorites. I mean, the guy's awesome. Took to Twitter praising the movie, basically saying it's just a really great movie, and it's the science is really good. The science is accurate in it.
That's good. I always appreciate that. I fucking hate when like they make some like crazy movie and it's like, well, your science is fucked up.
You know science good, do you? Anyway,
what?
I
Sorry,
figured this would be
what
a
did I
great.
hear?
I know. It's like,
What? Science
go
can
there,
do you.
there.
You,
Did I hear that right? Did
you
you
know
say?
science good. But anyway, I
I don't
figured this would be a
understand.
good transition to. Ashley, go ahead.
Science.
All
Oh,
right.
science. Hey. Okay.
Science. All right, so thousands of unprocessed Apollo moon mission photos have been released online.
Yes.
More than 8,000 yes. More than 8,400 high-resolution photos captured by Apollo astronauts during NASA's historical missions to the moon have been uploaded to Flickr. So scientific. The
Ooh.
cache showcase every photo taken on the moon by astronauts on Apollo missions using Hasselblad cameras. The unprocessed versions of the original NASA photo scans also include shots from Earth and lunar orbits, along with many candid scenarios such shaving in space,
Why?
I guess.
No.
It's just random, interesting pictures from the Apollo project, and honestly, that's really cool.
I was watching a video on YouTube maybe like a week ago, and
About a
it
week
was
ago.
about a week ago. But
Sorry.
it was about just like random stuff that you would never think about that takes place like when you're on, a mission to outer space. Like just a little stuff, like everything affects you because there's no air and like I don't know, it's just stuff you never really think about and I was like, whoa, like my mind was blown. But it's cool.
You know, I just want to point out since Hellsong, this goes back to when we were talking about reboots. Hellsong brought up Knight Rider 2.0, and if you you probably have forgotten already, they kind of already did that. There was a TV series a couple of years back for Knight Rider, and it wasn't that good.
That's probably why no one remembers.
They turned Kit into a Mustang or something like that.
Oh.
Ford Model T.
Moving on. So, the Phoenix effect lets you unboil an egg. Researchers at
How?
Itmo University, it is cool, a university in Russia have found a way to fold mutated proteins back into the right shape. Afterwards, the proteins work better than they did before, so they call it the Phoenix
And
effect.
actually, you did the same thing I did the first time I read the article. It's mutilated.
What did I
It's
say?
fine.
Mutated?
You said mutated. I said the same thing when I first read the article. So don't worry about it. But it's mutilated.
Mutilated. I'm not worried. I mean, considering like I listen to AP read, so.
Fair enough.
So it's an exhausted protein is ripped apart by heat only to rise again better than before. That's why it's the Phoenix effect. But that's pretty cool.
Yes, very much.
Yeah, and it can be done with like a big full egg. Like I guess that's unrealistic, but you get the point.
And the interesting thing is, the reason why they call it the Phoenix effect is because actually brings it back better than before, but I'm wondering how they know that.
They tasted it and then boiled
This
it,
tastes
and they tasted it
amazing.
again.
So they they cooked the egg, uncooked the egg, then cooked the egg again to see how it tasted.
No, they cloned the egg before they cooked it, and then they cooked it,
Why would they clone it?
so you could
I
have twice the
see.
flavor.
That's why it's better than before.
Yeah, it's twice the flavors.
The flavors.
Flavors. Speaking of flavors, sorry, off topic. I was talking to Uncle. He made me watch Food Wars, and it's great. Just saying. If you like
Yeah.
anime, throw that.
What was it?
Food Wars.
Food Wars.
It's ridiculously.
I should watch that. It's on my watch list.
It's good. If you like anime, you would like Food Wars. All right. Sorry, off topic.
Where are we?
Nobel Prizes.
This year, the Medicine Nobel Prize went to a pair of parasite poisons. Oh, hold on.
I said there would be a lot of reading required for this episode.
Oh,
Fun.
yeah, damn. The 2015 Nobel Prize for Physiology or Medicine just went to three scientists who found parasite-killing chemicals that are now important tools for fighting human diseases. But the chemicals in question weren't created in a lab. One is produced naturally by a bacterium, the other by a plant used in a traditional Chinese herbal recipe dated back 1,000 years. Oh. William C. Campbell, now a research fellow emeritus at Drew University, and Satoshi Amura, now professor emeritus at Kitasuto University, discovered avermectins, which has led to a drug that dramatically lowered incidence of African river blindness. They share the prize with Yo Yu from China Academy of Traditional Chinese Medicine, who discovered artemisinin, a drug that has lowered mortality rates for people stricken with malaria. Tu is the 12th woman to be awarded Nobel Prize for Physiology or Medicine. So, good on you, people.
Hot damn, that was a lot. Sorry.
That's not even the full article.
Yeah, died. Still, that's a lot.
Uh,
But, I'm all for the advancements in medicines.
so there's two articles for each Nobel Prize. You don't need to read
Yeah,
both
let's
of them.
let's
I'm not.
just say GG.
Let's move on to the Nobel Prize for Physics.
Oh, man. So, this year's Nobel Prize for Physics celebrates neutrinos.
Yep.
The 2015 Nobel Prize in Physics goes to, oh my god, I'm so sorry if I butcher the names, Takaki Kajita and Arthur B. McDonald for their work on neutrino oscillations. By tracking neutrinos in subterranean water tanks, the researchers watched neutrinos change flavor, in turn proving that the subatomic particles have mass. So that's cool.
GG.
GG, bruh. Congrats. So proud of you.
I did a 360 no scope ladder
read the
stall
next
once.
article too, because that's the basic sum up of the next paragraph in that article.
The second article?
No, the first article.
Oh, hold on. If you have it open, feel free, because it's kind of...
All right. Two research groups, the Super Kamiokande, led by Takaki Kajita in Japan, and the Sudbury Neutrino Observatory, led by Arthur B. McDonald in Canada, each contributed to the discovery of neutrino oscillation. Neutrino oscillation is the process which, by neutrinos switch between the three primary flavors, which is electron neutrinos, mu neutrinos, and tau neutrinos. A consequence of oscillation, neutrinos must have mass which breaks the original standard model theory of particle physics. All right,
Oh,
and now we can move on
Yay! Big
so
work's
excited here.
done.
to the
There's
to
like,
the Nobel Prize of Chemistry.
Oh shit.
yeah, so there's one more.
This is the last one.
Boy.
Okay. So Thomas Lindahl is what did I do? Hold on. Okay. Thomas Lindahl, Aziz Sankar, and Paul Modric share this year's Nobel Prize in Chemistry for mapping out the mechanics of how cells repair damaged DNA. DNA is an unnervingly fragile molecule considering its importance. Ultraviolet radiation from the sun or problems during cell division cause changes in your genetic code, which can turn normal healthy cells into cancer. It's also unstable. DNA breaks down on its own, causing thousands of changes in the genetic code every day. In fact, as Thomas Lindahl of the Francis Crick Institute and Clare Hall Laboratory demonstrated, DNA decays so quickly that life should never have been able to develop. To explain why we're here anyway, he discovered a molecular mechanism within our cells called base excision repair that constantly works against the thousands of changes that happen every day as DNA breaks down. That one I understood.
It
So,
took math
Uh,
once.
yeah.
well, good thing it's chemistry then.
Yeah, really.
Uh, all right, so that covers the three Nobel prizes that were handed out this week
Congrats
for
to all
for
you guys.
physics, chemistry, and medicine.
Science is crazy. The first private mission to the moon is planned to launch in 2017. A team from Israel has become the first to secure a launch contract to loft a rover into space and, with any luck, on the moon in the second half of 2017. Space IL has signed a deal with California-based Spaceflight Industries, which will see it launch its spacecraft aboard a SpaceX Falcon 9 launcher. The deal is the first verified launch contract to be made by any of the teams competing in the Google Lunar X Prize competition, which promises $30 million to the first private organization to land on the moon. Space IL's craft won't be alone in the Falcon 9, though. It'll sit in a capsule shared by a selection of satellites that aren't headed to the moon. Yeah, that aren't headed to the moon. When the containing capsule separates, Space IL's craft will be released, and it will use advanced navigation sensors to guide it to the lunar surface, with engineers in a mission control room standing by to remotely send commands and corrections as needed. So, yeah.
Frozen.
Huh.
Me?
Are we frozen? I don't know. Shadows.
You guys start look fine on my end.
I don't know. Check the Twitch. If I do that, my computer will blow up.
Well,
Whatever.
you're moving now,
Self
but
detonate.
anyway. So that does it for science news. And we're moving on to uncategorized news. This what the first article for uncategorized is just something I found rather funny and a little interesting. It's an Instagram full of the saddest places on Earth.
Wow. That laugh, though.
The Instagram, for any of you guys interested, is at Sad Topographies.
I want this shit, boy.
And it's full of Google Map pictures of the saddest places on Earth, based purely on their names. Actually, it's starting with
Disappointment.
Disappointment Island,
Aww.
and then there's another one called Despair Island. Then there is Hopeless Pass in California,
Sorrow
the
Island.
Sorrow Islands off British Columbia, and then the last one on this article is Point No Point in Hansville, U.S.
That's great.
Link. Can we get a link for that?
Yeah, I'll link you guys to the Instagram so that you guys can all check this place out. There's also places included Calamity Lake, End of the World, Termination Point, Alone, Crazy Woman Creek, Dead Dog Island, Grumpy Dog Road, Unfortunate Cove, Killer Lake, Uncertain, Hopeless Pass, and Disappointment Island, which are the two that I already mentioned. But yeah, there's a link to the Instagram in chat, so and I will send you guys a link once we're through. Um, Next up is France is planning to bury its carbon emissions. Literally, they're planning on burying it. I'll let Ashley take over since this is an environmental and that's kind of her shtick.
Okay. French wine lovers have always taken their soil very seriously, but now the country's government has introduced fresh reasons for the rest of the world to pay attention to their terroir. As industrial emissions of greenhouse gases continue to increase and concerns about climate change grow, scientists and policy wonks are searching for potential solutions. Could part of the answer lie in the soil beneath our feet? French Agriculture Minister Stéphane Le Foll thinks so. Soil stores vast amounts of carbon, far more than all the carbon in the world's forests and atmosphere combined. Plants take carbon out of the atmosphere through photosynthesis, and then they die. And what? And when they die, the carbon they stored is returned to the soil. This forms part of the soil's organic matter, a mix of undecayed plant and animal tissues, transient organic molecules, and more stable material often referred to as humus. It is good for organisms in the soil that play a vital role in cycling nutrients such as nitrogen and phosphorus. These organisms decompose the organic material and return much of the carbon to the atmosphere, leaving only a small proportion in the soil. Yeah, you guys get the picture. It's in the ground.
Yes.
Put it in the ground.
All right, and let's see. Almost through. We're almost through. Home stretch, boys. Home stretch.
Bonus round.
Bonus round. For those of you who aren't aware, this is the year that Marty McFly came to in Back to the Future. And
yeah,
as such,
Loot Crate's doing a thing for it. Woo.
and
Sorry.
as such, there's a whole bunch of things going around. We have the Lexus hoverboard, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I seen
How
this.
are you? There's a bug on my wall. Anyway, Pepsi is going to be producing the Pepsi Perfect Back to the Future bottle, though it's only going to be a limited run. Let's see, where is it? It'll be available only online and where else? Yeah, let's see. Celebrate the upcoming date. Will be releasing 6,500 of the limited edition Pepsi Perfect bottles online. According to the I thought I saw a K at the end of that. I'm like, holy shit. The prices will the bottles will cost $20.15. Because collector's item, you know. But that's still an expensive thing of Pepsi. What are you doing? It's like
Stop
this.
that.
It's like this.
It's probably trying to make a little like home in your beard. Like, oh.
It's like a centipede or something like that. Millipede, whatever you want to call it.
You kill it. Ew.
Oh, it's fine.
Nasty
I'll just
little
toss.
shit.
I'll toss it outside after the
He's
show.
a nature man. He brought it back from the island.
But yeah, all right. Here we
Restores
go.
my beard.
It's my friend.
The
Well,
The first 200 fans who come dressed as Marty McFly to New York Comic Con this week will get a free bottle.
oh, yeah.
Everybody else has to get it online. So that's interesting, and also because of
Stop it. Just kill it right now. Just kill it.
because of also because of the upcoming dates, a trailer for Jaws 19 has been released.
No, what?
Because this is the movie that was being advertised in the movie. So Jaws 19 was produced. So a trailer for Jaws 19 was produced by Universal Studios, for the date for the anniversary of Back to
That's
the
fine.
Future.
All right, whatever.
Sure.
All right, keeping going. Harry Potter fans are leaving socks to free Dobby, however you pronounce it, at the
Aw,
studio tower
Dobby.
in London. At,
that's cute, but weird.
well, you see, the puppet of Dobby is in a glass display case.
Wait. Did you already? I think you skipped one, boy.
Okay, I'll go back to that. But anyway, they're leaving socks to free Dobby because
Yeah, I mean,
he's in a
I
glass
get it.
display
I
case.
get it.
Yes.
But
Rusty thought.
Anyway, Japan will begin testing self-driving taxis next year, and the U.S. is getting its first autonomous bus line.
oh, cool.
Yeah. And a Ghostbusters animated movie is in the works. No word as of yet if it's going to tie into any of the movies yet, though. Or if it's going to be a solo feature. Konami may be making a Metal Gear Solid pachinko machine because they are idiots and they want to make money on Metal Gear Solid while they can because apparently they probably won't be making any more since they fired Kojima. Cyberpunk 2077, which is made by CD Projekt Red, the same people who made Witcher 3, which has the biggest game world in a game to date, is saying that the world for Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be far bigger than Witcher 3. Though we'll see if it's going to be bigger than Just Cause 3, which is already claiming to be the biggest gaming world ever. Will Smith says he never met Jared Leto while shooting Suicide Squad. He only met the Joker.
Ooh, ooh, big words.
That's interesting.
That is.
Method actors, am I right?
Yeah,
I
really.
can't even, I mean, this goes back to, we've talked about it before, but can you imagine knowing these people who are like just solely dedicated to their character for the whole entire time? And it's
Why
like, oh
so
my fucking
serious?
God. Like, I think I would snap. Like, I don't even know. Like,
Well,
that's
who
crazy.
knows? That's probably how we lost Heath Ledger. So
Well, that's why they got a fucking shrink on the set because they're like, yo,
yeah,
you're
they got
crazy.
a they got a shrink on set for Suicide Squad after he sent Margot Robbie a love letter and a live rat, Will Smith bullets, and a dead hog to the entire crew. Keep that in mind. That happened after that, and that's probably when they tipped him off, saying maybe we should have somebody these guys can talk to.
Hashtag relationship goals.
I kind of feel like it's Robert Downey Jr. when in Tropic Thunder. I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as the other dude, and he just lost in all of his characters. And it's like, no, I'm Little Bo Jackson from Ireland. It's like, no, I'm whatever his fucking face was from Australia. That's me.
Yeah.
And it's like he worked through all of his characters, get back to himself. He's like, I lied. The famous Irish actor Shaquille O'Neal.
Marvel has announced an alteration to their Phase 3 lineup, which will include the Ant-Man sequel.
Nice.
So the Ant-Man sequel has gotten dated for July 6, 2018, but that does, however, mean that they're moving things around, and as a result of this, let's see, Black Panther is being moved up to February 16th, 2018, which they were previously in the July 2018 slot, and Captain Marvel will be moved back from October 2018 to March 8th, 2019. And alongside this announcement, they also announced 3 new movies, which don't have titles, for May 1st, 2020, July 10th, 2020, and November 6th, 2020.
Huh.
So,
Cool.
yeah, they're definitely looking at the big picture in the long run, ain't they?
For shows.
The world's largest artificial wave generator is helping us build stormproof cities.
That's
Nice.
cool.
We need those.
Definitely, especially since storms are getting worse.
Hey, you roll the dice, you get what you get. It's
Yeah, yeah,
fine,
you fuck with climate change. You fuck with the global climate, you get what you get.
dude.
That's
I'm
true.
I'm
Words
just
to live by. Someone put that on a sticker.
I just got my beach shorts. I'm ready to hit some gnarly waves, bud.
Get ready to hit some gnarly waves up in Canada
Yeah,
because
boy.
the
Out in Kansas, boy. I'm surfing beachfront in Kansas. Radical, bro.
a 6 foot tall inflatable Jabba the Hutt. Yeah.
Jabba da habba Jabba da.
Jabba the Hutt is the perfect lawn decor for any holiday.
Just leave it
Seriously,
up all year round.
it's a life size Jabba the Hutt.
The Jabba da Hadada.
Yeah, so hey, you should just put that out for Christmas since that's when the new Star Wars movie's coming out.
And
Just put it
Battlefront.
out just because.
November.
um. Oh, a startup wants to plant 1 billion trees a year using drones.
Do it. I don't care. We need trees. Fact.
I think it's a brilliant idea. They just need to figure out how to do it.
Yep.
It's all logistics from here on out. How many drones are they going to need? How are they going to get the drones to actually plant the trees? And
Suicide bomb the drones into the
is there
ground.
going to be like one drone poking holes in the ground and another drone dropping the trees into the holes?
The impact from the drone should make a good little like hole, and the seeds follow, and it like over time.
Well,
It
you don't reforest that way. You use saplings.
Want to bet?
Yes, I do want to bet.
We'll fight for it.
Science with AP.
We haven't had a.
A Michigan farmer has uncovered a rare, nearly complete woolly mammoth fossil in his field.
Huh.
How's that for finding something you weren't expecting?
That's yeah.
Just going out plowing the fields and all of a sudden you run over a bone or something like that?
How did you miss that though? Like, if it's your farm, like you've been there before.
You've probably been living there forever. I'm wondering maybe like a hard rains or something like that exposed some of it, and then they started digging and they found it. But anyway, next up, the last one is ancient Mars was wetter and warmer than we ever realized, meaning Earth. It was very Earth-like, actually, ancient Mars, which makes you think, what kind of things lived on Mars back then? And that might mean, well, obviously, there was organic matter on Mars at one point because we found methane, and you know what methane is from, right?
Yeah, things that were living.
Decomposition of living things. So that's a pretty big deal. Trying to keep AP's picture there so that it doesn't go away. So that's a pretty big deal. Right, and who knows? Maybe when we're actually on Mars, we might find oil on Mars, coal on Mars, and possibly fossils on Mars. How cool would that be?
That would be something.
Fossils of ancient Martian life. Anyway, all right. Before AP's logo goes goodbye again, that's our show, everybody. Thanks for watching this week's Nerd Nation, your source for all the news you need to know. Remember, we go live every Friday night on Twitch, usually at around 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. And if you miss an episode, you can always catch up on past episodes on the Nerd Nation YouTube channel, which is listed down below, as well as mine, Ashley's, and AP's personal YouTube channels, as well as our personal Twitch channels. You can also find us on Twitter, where we post all of our updates, and you will always know when we are going live on Twitch or when we post a new video on YouTube. That being said, have a good one. See you next week. And there should be a Star Wars Battlefront episode on my channel right now if you were to go over and check it out. Personal plug. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Ashley, you're all over the place.
Oh no, make it stop. Bye.